to Life with Trey and Jay.
Yes, welcome to Life with Trey and Jay. I'm Trey.
And I'm Jay, and this is season 2. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh.
Yes! Okay, so let's talk about season 1 for a second. We had a great time filming season 1. We had 6 amazing episodes, and you all loved them, and we're thankful for you to watch it. For you to watch it.
People,
you that you watched it.
People were laughing with us.
They cried with us. Yeah.
People had questions. Like, that was mad dope. Like, that,
they wanted to hang out with us after. I thought that was crazy. And people wanted more content, and so we're giving way more episodes and longer episodes.
We had 12 episodes, y'all.
And last year we only had 6. So
all right.
So we're excited that you want more, and we're gonna give you more. Also, we had a reunion show, and that was awesome. Yeah. People were able to ask questions, and we'll be able to really interact with everyone, and it was great.
We had a host. Shout out to Dana. She is at D Carey. Shout out to her for being our host. Like, we appreciate you. She looked flawless.
Yes.
Like, it was amazing. Of course, shout out to Natasha Gaspard, which is our executive producer, who is behind the lens right now. Season 1 was crazy, and now we are at season 2, which is nuts.
So what has happened since season 1?
Let me tell y'all 2 quick things, okay? Well, we have a stylist.
Yes.
Okay, we have a stylist. Shout out to Kathleen LeBlanc.
Okay. Everyone's Haitian except for me for some reason. I'm surrounded, like, for real.
Right. Love. And so now we're at season 2 talking about, all of the things that we learned from season 1. One of the things that we learned from season 1 was just that you guys want to see us more. And then also just really being conscious to let you guys in our world. Like Natasha, as I said, who is our executive producer, has been on us about making sure we are vlogging consistently. I mean, there's so many things that happen in our days, like so many things.
So it is nice and warm outside, and I had to take a walk because I'm a little stressed, and I refuse to be stressed. I am casting my cares upon the Lord because he cares for me.
So can I share a story with y'all? I really be feeling the way about men with long nails, especially the pinky one. Like, what's that about? The ooey? No.
So what's new with you though? Like,
I mean, everything. Like, I'm out here with my hair colored. Shout out to Maxine. You already know, Curly Dimensions Salon always. And
she's not Haitian. Wow.
No. And so what's happening with me? I got a new job, which is super duper awesome, and I really want to tell you guys about that because I do believe that the Lord gave me that job. That's one. Secondly, it was very difficult for me to negotiate my salary, and that was me praying through my salary because I was hella scared. I'm gonna be mad real with y'all. I was like, well, this is what they gonna give me, and then I was like, I don't know, because somebody. I gotta tell y'all that story.
Real quick.
Okay. I went to the interview real quick. Someone came into the bathroom and was like, she was, it's always
she
the
was
small
like, my
ones.
beautiful queen.
Yeah,
you know what
you see me with the Kente?
Right.
Okay.
She's
come through.
royal.
So royal. Right, anyway. So
she was like, my beautiful
queen. She came up to me.
For this.
Right. She was like,
settle.
Listen, it's always the little ones. All right, guys, I'm 6'2". If you ain't know,
I'm on a pillow now.
Right? So we can be the same.
And I'm 5'7.5". Like, I ain't short. Anyway, go ahead.
Janelle really had to tell the people about the pillow. I don't know why. But anyway, I went to the interview, and you looking good, smelling great, feeling good, and I'm like, this was great. This was a great interview. I went to the restroom, and this woman came up to me, and it's always the small ones. I'm 6'2". She had to be. I'm not really good with heights. But she's probably like 5 something. I don't know.
Above everyone.
Right? So she's smaller than me, and she was like, don't let like, she came up to me. I was like, oh my gosh.
She had to be a black woman.
She was, because she touched me and she was like, you are not going to let them pay you less than.
Why did she touch you, beautiful black woman?
Right. She was like, you too beautiful. She said, you too young, you too beautiful, and you smart, because she started asking me questions. And she was like, no, don't let them pay you less. Just like that. With her 2 fingers. Right? So anyway, I was like,
she's watching.
I hope she does, because I'm probably going to send her this clip anyway. So nonetheless, I went back and I'm praying about it like, Lord, I don't think that was an accident. Like, I don't know her from nowhere. And so just praying through that and seeking godly counsel, because you pray, you sit, you wait for a response. You also, ask your godly counsel, and just really talk to them about what is concerning you. And so I was like, yo, like, this woman came up to me from, I don't know her from Jump Street. I don't know her from Jack or Jill, nothing. And so ultimately I then accepted the offer, but I said I would need to be paid this in order to work in this position. And my supervisor was like, no, it's actually not going to happen. And I was like, all right, Lord, it's not going to happen. And I just kind of like let it go. And I was so scared to do that, because oftentimes it's hard to stand up for what it is that you are worth. You know what I mean? And saying, yo, nah, I actually can do more. I can bring this to the company, to the organization, whoever, even to a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I know what it is that I bring, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna settle for anything less than that. And so a few weeks later, I'm talking about like, all right, well, I don't know what I'm about to be doing. All right, y'all. Like, that's kind of where I was. And then she emailed me back and was like, yeah, we'll definitely take your offer. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. First of all, I need y'all to know that I gave them some crazy number, okay? I was like, this is it. And so that happened, and I'm like, wow, Lord, thank you. So that's one of the awesome stories of what has been happening with me so far.
I think we should have a whole episode on women standing up for what they believe they should be receiving. Because I was watching, and this is sidebar, but I was watching this TED Talk, and this lady was talking about how boys are raised more to pretty much take risk, and girls are raised to be safe. And when you look at the statistics on women versus men, one, of course, we get paid less still, but two, women, they would most likely not go for a position that they have less than 100% qualifications for. But men, they could have like 60% of it and not 100, and they're like, I'm going for this anyway.
Right.
And that's what we tend to do.
Yeah.
Listen, stand up for yourself, ladies. But anyway, I think that's another thing to talk about. And that could be, like you said, in relationships and stuff like that. Like, know your worth and, like, be okay with standing up for yourself. So yeah, there's a lot happening with me, yo. So one huge major thing. So last season, we talked about having a boyfriend, and I was scared to honestly share that, because in the past, they've been here, and then I had to get rid of them. I have a boyfriend. That in itself, guys, is hard. It's hard for me to share, because of my experiences in the past with guys, and I usually like keep it not on the low, but I don't like put it on Front Street, because what if this happens and he cheats, or he does this or do that? But I believe this relationship is different, and so I'm willing to do that, and he's willing to do that. So it just worked out. And so last season I went from girlfriend to fiance, and now I'm married. So I'm a married woman. So yeah, we got married August 2018.
I'm thankful for, even though it hurt, I'm thankful for all the breakups and the heartaches and the pain, because now I know, and I'm truly grateful and thankful for somebody who's good to me, like a good man, a man that God wants for me. Therefore, I vow to always put you second. There's no way for me to put you first, because in order for me to love you the way you need to be loved, I have to love God first.
There's been a lot of transition for me, but it's been great. So with that, I had to move. I had to change churches.
Speaking of moving, if y'all didn't know, I mean, we really only recorded like one time during this time, but we were roommates for like a little less than a month. In the time
it was like
2 weeks.
I was like, say 2 weeks. She said 3 weeks.
I thought it was 3 weeks.
It like a little less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, and so that's part of that transition as well.
So the transition, for the reason why I was with Trey, living with Trey for 3 weeks, was because I wanted to move out before the new month started. So if I got married August 17th. I wasn't going to move August 18th or August 20-something. So I said, let me move out by the ending of July so I could not pay August rent. But I was like, where do I live? And most people said, why don't you just live with your fiance? Let me tell you something. If you're trying to be celibate, that ain't going to happen. Well, for us, we just had to make sure. Right? So I said, Trey, I don't want to be with you like that. So I can live with you.
Janelle put like a whole fork in the middle.
So when we was sleeping in bed, I was like, don't touch me. Don't cuddle with me.
Clearly.
Don't snuggle with me. I said, if your name is not Warner J. Miller, don't touch me.
I don't want boobs on my back.
Right.
Trey.
I'm not. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
Your name is not Warner. I don't want you. I was like, you got it. Heard you, sis. Got it.
But guess what? This was her house, and I was like, no, this. But Trey is she's great. So yeah, that was a thing, and then I moved in after we got married, and we're learning to live with each other. He's sharing his space with me now because I moved into his place. And I had to leave Epiphany, which is my church. Actually, well, I was going to say after we met. That's not how we met. But we used to go to church together, and I miss it. But, it's okay. I go to CCC, which is a larger church. It's a cool church, too. It's the Christian Cultural Center. And, yeah, there's been a lot of transition for me. So I'm just trying to, learn how to balance my life, how to be a wife and still have a full-time job, do this and still, be a good friend. I thought about all the traveling I did this year, and it's really cool. I got to go to 5 different countries this year, and 2 of them were for free. So I thought that was awesome. God was opening up doors. One of them was DR for my wedding, which we paid for, but which was great. I mean, we definitely got help from family, but which was great. So that was amazing. I got an opportunity to be a part of a national campaign. Since using Olay for 28 days, I cannot believe the difference in my skin. I feel so confident and ready to walk down that aisle. I am ready to get married.
This is your picture 28 days ago. This is what you look like now.
Oh my God! I look amazing. My skin is glowing. That's dope. And some people wanted to know the process of our wedding stuff. So our bachelorette party, which her and my other friends, the other bridesmaids, planned. So somebody asked a good question. They said, "What did your bachelorette look like? The bachelorette party look like?" I was like, "That's a good question because when you think about bachelorette party, you think of strippers."
I don't think strippers.
Not for women per se, but I've heard of women going to see other women, and they're straight women.
Ew.
That's why I didn't want your boobs on my back. I'm sorry, Trey. You brought it up the first time. So yeah. So there's that. I mean, what do you think about when you think about a bachelorette party?
Drinking,
all over
throwing it back. Somebody about to be
a good wine, you know what I'm saying? But so how was the bachelorette party? How did y'all plan the bachelorette party?
All right, so I just knew it had to be fun. I just knew it had to be fun. The reason why I'm saying it had to be fun is because nobody likes a whack bachelorette party. Come on. Ain't nobody trying to be out here oh, I'm finally getting married, and then my bachelorette party is hella dry. I'm looking at y'all sideways. So with that being said,
and it had to be more for me because I'm not the let's drink till I knock out type girl.
Right.
I'm not the. Some people don't even think I drink, but I do. I drink wine, or a little.
I'm just joking.
But I definitely don't like getting drunk. I don't want to get drunk. The purpose is not to get drunk. I like to still be myself
and enjoy the time.
Right, and be conscious and be aware.
Yeah.
So there's that. Some people think, I don't know, maybe my bachelorette party would be like
whack.
You know.
No.
So anyway, how was it?
No. Okay, I'm going to start with the bridal shower. That's where I'm going to start.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why I'm going to start with the bridal shower is because I think it's really important when you have a group of people, whoever they are, that are your team, they got to really know you. Like, for real. Like, because you don't want people to just, we having this type of an event, and it's like, I don't like that. I don't want to do none of that. And so it was important for me just, of course, as Janelle's friend, as her sister in Christ, as her bridesmaid, as her maid of honor, to make sure that this was specific to her. So paying attention to what I know she likes, what I know makes her laugh, what I know makes her, tear
up and cry.
Yeah, tear up and cry. Like, just paying attention, right? And being intentional in that way. So one of the games, and this was like, there was a few, because I love games. And so I was like, I got the games, y'all. I'm good, right? So one of the things that I knew she would love, that she probably didn't even expect, was the photo wall. And I knew, and that, it was so beautiful, y'all, because she was like,
it took me all the way back.
She was like looking at the photos, like crying, like she was about to cry. Her eyes get.
She put one of my grandfather. I was like, oh no.
Be mindful. Janelle is thug life. I say this all the time.
I just don't cry a lot.
So
but
when she does, it's like, oh my gosh, you have unlocked something out here. Okay, so to see her do that, looking at the wall. So basically, it was like a photo booth type of thing, and in front of all the photos. So I sat with her mom, just took some time with her mom, and we were going through photos and everything, and just took all those pictures. It was about 100, 105 or 10 or something like that.
Queen of photo. And you know, we didn't have like digital photos back then, so she was always with the.
And it was really interesting because she was telling me story after story after story. So I got to learn more about not only Janelle but also her family. You know, I thought that was really a priceless moment. Like I don't even remember what I was supposed to be doing that day, but I know I left feeling like, Lord, and that's how I be talking to him. I was like, babe, that's how I talk to him.
You grabbed the.
I'd be like, babe, that was good. That was good. So that was like, it felt like a great day. So for her to be excited to see that. Another game we played, and I think it's really important just to tell y'all real quick, because it's so hard to find games out there. Like good games that like make sense, that haven't been played before, that are not played out. I don't want to sit here and write everything for the whole entire shower. Come on. We did a karaoke, I forgot the exact name, but it was Janelle's
lip singing battle.
Yeah, Janelle's night out type of thing, karaoke style. And everyone had to perform
a 90s
song, and she had to guess it. And she was laughing so hard that her eyes were like watering because she was like laughing so hard. And I was like, in my head, I'm like calculating all the checkpoints. I was like, check. There's another tier. Check. You know, it was so good, you know. And then another one where she had to guess who wrote something. Like they had to write a memory. It's called the memory. I don't remember the exact name that I called it, but it was like a memory thing, memory lane. And so they had to write a memory, and she just thought about who it was. That was hilarious because you got to learn all the people in the space and how
I was connected to
them. Which is awesome because, I mean, it's like, think about a bridal shower or a wedding in general. There's so many different people from so many parts of that person's life. You know, there's the person she knew from elementary school, the person she knew from junior high school, the person she went to college with, so on and so forth. Some I met at an interview or a job, blah, 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 all that. So bringing everyone together, I thought that was really awesome. And then, I don't remember. Then the Bachelorette. Let me tell y'all about that. We had a scavenger hunt. So Janelle had to find a pole. One of the things was Jeanelle had to find a pole and dance with the pole. And she was like, at first she took the pole. She was like, okay. And I was like, no, the pole got to be like your man. So she was like, okay. And we were like, no, get low. And she was like, okay. And Jeanelle got low.
No, and I was like,
she started what? I said, oil up the waist, girl. Oil it up.
she's a hype woman.
Guys, you need one. Okay? So, anyway,
Stuff like
it was
that.
hilarious.
Talking to strangers, proposing to strangers.
She had to propose to a man. I don't remember his name. She had to propose to a
Joe
man.
or Jack or
and I
something.
think what was his ring? We had a water
the
bottle.
top of my water bottle.
We had the top of the water
Yeah,
bottle.
stuff.
It was hilarious.
But then the dance, what was it called? The class.
Then we did the class. Her name is Lacey, and it's called Fit for Dance. We did a soca class, and that was
a lot of oiling up the waist.
It was a lot of oiling up the waist, and we all had like shorts and tank tops, and it was like
We had wine.
we had wine, we had food, we had a great time.
So that was actually before and after the wedding. So yeah, what happened after that? Like, what's going on with life after the wedding? So we got the bachelorette, we got the bridal shower, we got me living in a new place. I really like living with my husband. I mean, I say that now. Somebody said wait till 5 years. I'm like, all right, we'll see. But I really like living with him. He's pretty dope. And what else? I guess let us know what you want us to ask. Ask us what you want us to talk about after the wedding.
Yeah.
I had to settle some debt with the wedding. No kids right now. People always ask us, Warner and I, when are we having kids? I'm like, son, we literally just got married. Like, don't. I want to wait a year.
We'll see what the Lord says.
People been betting on my womb, talking about, oh no, it's gonna be before.
You see her thumb? You see her thumb pointing to me?
People.
You see her finger? Woo! I'm telling you.
People and other people, literally. So yeah, there's that. And I think we could talk about this in another episode, but like the process between like we talked about contraceptive a lot with my husband. Should I take it? Should we not take it? What does that mean as Christians? And then also, how is sex after celibacy? Like we were celibate for a long time. I was celibate for 8 years. What does that look like? So Warner and I we are gradually becoming one. There's conversations that we have just trying to learn each other, trying to grow. How do we have difficult conversations? That's one of our topics for this season. But him and I are having difficult conversations. How do we argue, but not... him and I don't really like yell, but we have disagreements. It's not a bad thing. So how does that look? We don't always agree on the same thing. So what do we do in those situations? How do we deal with our money? How do we deal with our family planning? There's a lot of different things. And yeah. Huh? So yeah, we'll be hopefully discussing that in season 2. So if you have any questions, any comments, anything that you would like us to discuss about that or me about newly being married, please, or anything, hit us up. And send us that email or hit us up on Instagram or Facebook.
DM us. We respond. Send an email. We respond. But honestly, just to be real with y'all, like this season, we really would like to hear a lot more from you guys. We have a lot coming up down the pipeline. So, of course, stay tuned. But we definitely want to engage a little bit more with y'all, like a lot more, So don't take lightly of us asking you to DM us or send us an email, because we really want this season to be for you guys, to support y'all, and to really be able to bridge the gap between the camera and us. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
We are so excited to talk to you today about
difficult conversations.
Right. Dun, dun, dun. I really believe that's how people feel when they hear about having they have to talk to someone about something they don't want to talk about.
Or when you randomly get the text, like, can we talk?
Right. Every time I tell my husband I have to talk to him, he's like, wait, what did I do? I'm like, yo, what are we going to eat for dinner? Like, it's not even that serious.
I just want to have a conversation.
I want to have a conversation. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
You don't want to miss it.